Hello and good morning from Carbon County, Pennsylvania. Today is Monday, February 3rd, 2025, and we're going to be doing a little bit of history exploring in the Parryville, Pennsylvania area. So this is the Lehigh River right here. Across from us is Pennsylvania Route 248, and off in the distance is the little borough of Parryville, which actually has a pretty interesting history that I've just recently learned about. Up here is the D&L Trail, former Lehigh Valley Railroad bed, which is going to play a part in this. And then this big mound behind you, that's a cut right there for the northeast extension of the Pennsylvania Turnpike. The area that we're standing in right now has a tremendous amount of slag dumped here. And the only industry that was close by that is known by many people were the zinc operations in Palmerton. So we were speculating first. When I say we, I was here yesterday with two really cool guys that I've just met named Bryce and Zion. And they're the ones that told me about this spot that we're checking out today. And so we came out here to do a little digging around on a bridge abutment that we found, and we came across all these huge piles of slag. So what we believe this slag came from is the former Carbon Iron Works, which was located across the river in Parryville. But we're going to get to that in the next video. But it's across the river, right? So how did the slag get over here? Well, we're speculating that, hang on, let me show you the slag real quick. So this is old industrial iron making slag, and it is everywhere across from us. There's more piles across. Let me zoom in. Right here, that's all slag. And this goes way down. It goes, I'm sorry for spinning so fast. It goes up in this direction. It goes down in this direction. And now this has all been cut out here. And another thought that Bryce had on that is that when they built the Pennsylvania Turnpike's northeast extension, they possibly pulled a lot of slag out of here and used it for a bed material. But we're just not really sure. But we think at one time this would have all been full of slag and not hollowed out the way it is in here. We think that this land was removed for some sort of construction, most likely the turnpike. The reason we say that is because a lot of the trees here are fairly small. There's no one, two, there's a couple, literally a couple trees that look like they have some age to them. But most of these trees look like they're maybe only 40, 50 years old tops, if even that old. Again, I don't know how to tell how old a tree is just by looking at it. But everything seems relatively young as far as growth goes in here. So we're thinking that this land was scooped out and put into the construction of the turnpike. But the slag and the bridge is the main reason that we're here. So let's go walk over to the old bridge abutment. And as you'll see in the picture that I used for the thumbnail, there was once a covered bridge that came off of the Lehigh Valley main line, which is where we're working our way back to. And it crossed the Lehigh River. It crossed over the Lehigh Canal. And I'll show you that when we get to the other side. And then somehow it worked itself into this ironworks that has been completely erased from history. Route 248 is built right on top of where the ironworks once sat. The only thing left is a dam. There is a dam over there, and that was the water supply for the ironworks. But I'm sorry, I think there's also an old building, an old stone building over there that was where they boarded the animals that were used in excuse me, in the process of the iron making, whatever they were using to move equipment around. I believe that stone structure, that stone building that's over there is part of the original ironworks. There's more slag right here. There's just tons of it everywhere. Even like right here where this Lehigh Valley Railroad grade is, this all right here is slag. And then above that's the walking trail for the D&L trail. We'll go this way. I'm trying to follow my footprints. That's more slag right there. It is literally everywhere over here. So when Zion first showed me this picture of this covered bridge that used to exist here, it got the gears going, because I've been to the other side where Lock 13 is over in Parryville on the other side of the river, and there's all kinds of stonework over there that doesn't jive with what's there today. And as soon as he sent me the picture, it all started to come together, and the stonework that's still over there made a lot more sense as to why it was there. But here we are. Here's our bridge abutment. How cool is this thing? So this used to hold a covered railroad bridge, or it might have been a shared bridge. Might have been for mules as well as trains. But this, and there used to be two more piers, and then there's another abutment on the other side. And we are going to go over there as soon as we're done with this. But this used to go across, and it had railroad tracks on it. And it came off of that right up there. Now you'll see in the picture, this is level. To go from here all the way to the grade on the other side is level whenever that photo was taken. So that's why we speculate that this was dredged out and used in the Pennsylvania Turnpike construction at some point, because there is a huge turnpike bridge over here. Now we don't think it was used for that bridge. That's a replacement bridge, fairly new. But that's what we're speculating, is they needed fill for the huge project that the turnpike was, and possibly decided to pull it from out of here. Or it's some sort of flood control, perhaps. Not really sure. We thought maybe the Lehigh Valley came through and dug it out as kind of like a preventative measure. But we're leaning more towards probably construction for the turnpike. Sorry, I'm just standing here rambling on. Let's get you down to the other side of this this bridge here, this bridge abutment. The groundhog told us yesterday that we would have 6 more weeks of winter, and apparently he wasn't wrong this time, because we just got fresh snow last night. Okay. Now it's rudimentary in the fact that there's no cut stone on this. It all appears to just be field stone, whatever they found, they just threw together. But if it was, which I'm pretty sure it was, servicing the foundry across the river, the foundry, I believe, started operation relatively early. I had some notes. Let me see. 1855, I think, is when they first started getting the foundry going. So at that point, the Lehigh Valley had already made its presence through here. And don't forget, we also had the Lehigh Coal Navigation System on the other side. So I'm thinking that those were the two major transportation factors in the beginning of the ironworks. And then later, the Lehigh and Susquehanna came through and built their line, which was later leased to the Central Railroad of New Jersey. And I'm sure they had something to do with the ironworks as well. And again, not sure if this was built by... Cool iron hook right there. I'm not sure if this was built by the Lehigh Valley Railroad itself, or if perhaps the ironworks built it and had a contract with the valley for them to haul away the slag. We know that the Crane Ironworks built their own bridge in Catasauqua, so it wouldn't be out of the question for the ironworks to have built their own bridge. But we haven't been able to nail down if it's a valley bridge or an ironworks bridge or an independent contractor. Definitely was a bridge here at one time. It's a little thick to get through here, but we're gonna go over to the other side now, and I'll show you the abutment on the other side. And there's some other really cool, interesting things over there as well. And I wrote down a little bit about the ironworks. I'll read that to you when we get over there. But yeah, so pretty cool. Covered bridge abutment across the river from Parryville, PA in Carbon County. I'll see you on the other side.